What's going on, YouTube? Billy AZ Prospector back here in the new year 2020, January 1st. So just want to shout out to you guys. Happy New Year. This video is long overdue. Silver Surfer, shout out to you for calling me out saying, hey, let's check out your stack of currency. So first video of the year. I'm going to jump into here. Let me get this situated. I wanted to show you guys what I got going here. So let me get that little piece of gold out of the way, some fake money over there out of the way, and dropping stuff while I'm talking to you. So, hey guys, hope you guys are having a great new year already, first day into 2020, and just wanted to do a quick video together. I got some better lighting in this room here, so let me know if that's any better than what it has been, because before is really shadowy. So, all right, let's jump into it. This you recently saw if you've been following me in these other videos. Here's a 10 euro paper money from a recent trip over to Germany. And this one was in really good shape. No bends, creases, or anything like that. So I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and try to take care of this. And hopefully I can put it in a holder, get it back without bending it. So I was able to do that. So there's a 10 euro. Up next, I got a 20 euro. Notice how it's a taller dollar than the other one. It sticks out a little bit, so I got to get a different holder that's going to hold that in. And hopefully I can get that sooner than later so I don't end up bending the edges of that one. So there is that. And the other side of it. So what are you guys' goals this year? Health is a big one for me. I want to make sure I'm being healthier, so I've been getting the checkups on time with the doctors, just making sure I'm doing that. So started doing that. Here's a stack. I've had these for a long time, these older bills. Some $2. This one's from what is it there, 1976. I think you guys have all seen the $2 bills. Here's another one, 1976. But if you look there, this one's actually from Chicago, Illinois, to where this one here was actually from Richmond, Virginia. There's that. Another $2 bill. These ones are just well used. I mean, these are only worth $2. I don't think anyone would really pay any more. This one's from Atlanta. This guy here, another Chicago, 1976. What's fancy about this one? Oh, this is a bar note, 1963B, and Joseph W. Barr. I think why this one's so popular and why this one, a lot of people collected the bar notes. And I think these are all bar notes. So this one's New York. That one's New York. They're all in New York. That one's different. That's San Francisco, bar note, 1963B. And that one's New York as well. So Barr held this treasury. If you know, they've all got different signatures. So he was one of the I think the least, he held the office for the least amount of time. And so people thought that they were going to be valuable. So people collect these bar notes. You can see this one's been around. I think this one was buried for some time. I think when I lived somewhere else, I had a lot of money buried, which I think I mentioned early on in some other videos. I do have stuff buried. So there's only one other person that is aware of where that stuff's at, and that's really all that matters. So a lot of times people say that there's treasure hunters. They say that there's more money still in the ground buried than there is in circulation. You guys believe that? In the world, right? So all the money from the Vikings that have been still being discovered, all the money from just all over the world, there's still more value in metals in the ground and money than anywhere in the world. So get out there and find it. This one here is just a star note. Picked it up this year. Most of this stuff I picked up this year. I thought this was pretty cool. So this is a Chicago. My mom actually collects the 7s for good luck. But she actually let me have this one because I identified it as a star note and it was collectible. So she let me have that one. Thought that was pretty cool. This one I actually found on the highway. Yeah, I jumped out of the car on the highway. You can see it was being run over quite a few times. But when I got it, look at that serial number, 93777775. So got a repeater of 7s from Chicago. And I told my mom in exchange I wasn't going to give this one up because this is a series of 7s. Pretty cool. So I'm just keeping that one just because the serial number is pretty unique. I've never had one like that before. Up next, got a St. Louis Star Note. Found this one in circulation as well. It's a 2017 year. And it's a low serial number. Still got a couple zeros in there, so that one was pretty cool. You can see it's creased. But still, nonetheless, Star Note. I do collect the Star Notes. See, up next, this is just some money I had when I went down to Colombia. Yeah, Colombia was pretty sketchy. I was in between Medellin and Cali, Colombia, and we were kind of up in the jungle area, down in the jungle area, and then up into the mountain range. So I felt like, you know, somewhat we were okay. We only got into one really sketchy area one time where I pretty much stayed on the lookout the entire time that our group was actually back in an area. And even our tour bus driver guy didn't stay with us. It was pretty crazy. So, but this one, you know, I didn't spend any of these. So this one here is 20,000 million pesos. Or is that what it is? 20,000, yeah, pesos. 20 mil pesos. So these are all the standard issue right now. Here's a 10 mil peso. Banco de la República. Here's 10,000. I would say, you know, it's definitely opening up to tourism. I would say that, you know, since Pablo Escobar, you know, has been around, since he's been gone, the military has stepped up their game down there. And, you know, as long as you know somebody and you kind of know where you're at, I would say you're probably safe to go down there. If you've never been, you don't speak the language very well, I would say for right now, I'd still recommend probably staying away from Colombia until things still progress. I mean, they're still behind in the times, and they're still wanting. I mean, the people are great people. Don't get me wrong. There's people, I met people that were just opening their doors and their homes to me, so that was really awesome. Here's another $2 bill. This one's from 2003, and just a really good, solid note. No bends, so kept that one. Got a couple of these actually, so I don't think any of them were any repeating dates. Yeah, so this is a 2003A. This is, see, that one was Minneapolis. Is that what that is? Yeah, Minneapolis. This one here is San Francisco Mint, 2003A. Pretty good shape. This one is another San Francisco, 2003A. Pretty good shape. Oh, okay. So here's a $50 note. This is a repeater. So whether you read it frontwards or backwards, it's the same. So 8356-6538 or 8356-6538. So that's kind of cool. That's why I kept that one. It's got some stamps on the back. I'm not sure what from, but still cool repeater number, so kept that one. See, up next, another star note. This is a $20 star note. It is from 2013 and a lower serial number. Still got a 0 in the front of the numbers there for the serial number. And there's your star. Up next, same thing. This is a repeater note again. This one I actually got out of the ATM when I was actually taking money out for the season of fantasy football. Ended up in 3rd place. I actually had 1st place and got knocked out the first after a round of buys, first round of playoffs. So got 3rd place, money back. But when I went to pull out the money for the $100 buy-in, I got this note, which is a 2699. Pretty cool. Go check that video out. It's just a short clip. Here's another star note. This one's from 2013, also, again, San Francisco. Notice that there's a lot of San Francisco, so not sure if they just happen to look at a lot more. This one's some semi-repeater. It's 8874-7488. It would be better if that was a reverse of that 7 and the 4, so it would be 8874-4788. That would be better, but nonetheless, pretty close. And this one, oh, this one's just unique. Notice what's wrong with this note, guys, before I say it. It's just an off-center note. So notice here on this back one, you've got some space top and bottom. This one you don't have as much. So whenever they cut this, they narrowed the cut on the top, and you have a lot more at the bottom. So just a note that is off-centered cut. Nothing too special about that. 2013 from Kansas City, Missouri. Been to Kansas City quite a few times. I think I've hit Kansas City probably, not Kansas City, I hit St. Louis, which is just a little bit to the east. Hit that place quite a few times. Another star note, New York, 2013 year, 068-76336. Lots of star notes. Just found these in circulation, guys, so keep an eye out. Another circulation star note, 2006. Another star note, 2013. Low serial number, though, 653901. Another star note, but this time in a $20. This is from 2009, 094-50343. What I do to find these star notes a lot of times, guys, is I'll go to ATMs. I'll pull, say I pulled $600 out. I'll go pull $600 out of the bank. I'll quickly look through them. I'll drive, you know, if there's a lot of banks down the street, like down a particular road, I'll just keep driving when I'm traveling to a bigger city. I'll redeposit and then take money out of that ATM. If I start hitting something that's not in circulation, you know, that the serial numbers are all the same, then I hit that, you know, just opportunity to find stuff that way. So a lot of times they don't let you come in and just specifically ask, hey, I want some star notes from the bank, because they will not give you them unless the teller you got a deal with them. But there's another star note. That one's from 2009. This one is also from 2009. Low serial number. Been looking out with the low serial numbers, still have at least a 0 in front of them, so that's pretty cool. This one here, this is a 2009A star note. Low serial number once again. That's the only thing special about that. Let's see, up next, I actually got this on my birthday one year. So my grandma had sent me a birthday card. Opened it up, I was like, nice, there's a star note. And it was crisp star note. Low serial number again. And then I pulled it, and I was like, oh, no way. Another $50 bill. I was like, I got $100 for my birthday. But boom, check that out. It's actually in sequence, guys. So EG 021-47209 star, and then 02-147208 star notes, both repeating. Both crisp, uncirculated. That was awesome from the 2004. So I thought that was particularly cool when I got that. Here's one that I found just randomly one day. That was cool. It's an old 1993. It's been around. It's been folded up a few times, so it's got some creases in there, but nonetheless, it's an old bill. Lower serial mark. It's got that unfortunate number on there. But other than that, it's still a pretty cool bill. Let's see what else we got here. Now, this one I actually bought. Just because it's a 1974, but it's a crisp 1974. It's from the New York Bank. The green is a little bit different than that one. You can see there's the difference from that one in 1993. It's just got a little bit different color to it. Nothing special other than it's a 1974 New York Treasury. What do they call those? Not the mint, but it's yeah, it's just a Treasury, right? Where they make those. San Francisco, another one. I bought this one as well. This is a 1995 uncirculated, crisp, no bends from New York. This one here is another personal find. This one is another star note from 2013. It's from the Dallas Federal Reserve Bank. That's what it is, Federal Reserve Banks. Nothing else special other than it's not bent. Didn't get beat up too bad, so that's cool. All right, up next, got a series, like I was just saying, right? I go to the bank and I'll hit them up. So what I will find a lot of times is if I get a bunch of bills out, say I pull $100 out. Well, if you get 3 of them that are all sequential, 6, 7, and 8, all in that same number, then boom, and they're not. You might get a little bit when the counter's pulling up the edges. Sometimes it'll do a little bit on the bottom. This one's not too bad. It does have an ink mark on them. That's the only thing I can really find wrong. But overall, really good shape. So just sequential numbers. I know a lot of people collect those, so eventually I might sell some of this paper money. But for right now, I'm just collecting it until something comes up and I need to sell it. All right. Up next is I actually went to a bank in Colombia and I asked them for straight bills. I wanted some straight bills. I wanted the higher denomination, and so I got the 50 mil peso and check that out. But when the banker gave it to me, I actually got sequential numbers in that. So 50480, 445, and 6. So I was pretty stoked about that. So got those, so I thought I'd keep those ones. And then just to have a nice example of the 50, I got another one that's not sequential. So there's that one. And then I went ahead and got a 100 mil peso, and that one is also uncirculated, not bent at all. There's both sides of that one. So that was pretty cool. Show you the back side of that one. Indigenous people of Colombia. I actually got to go into a village, guys, when I was in Colombia, and we got to see some people that they had never seen a white person before. That was pretty neat. That was the first white person they saw. Probably scared the living crap out of them. Okay, this one I do have two bills in here. You can see, can you see that? I'm not going to pull them out, but when I do that in the same holder, that just means that they're sequential. Let me see if I can actually see what it is. Is it a lower one or a bigger one here? So this is 212 serial number. I don't know if I can show you that. So there it is, 4212. No, it's not sequential. So what did I do here? Hold on just a minute. I'm going to pull them out. Hold on. These are just some really nice notes. A way to check this, so now that I got it out, a way to check this is you can kind of do a bend on it, make sure that it doesn't grab anywhere. So just kind of do that number on it. It doesn't mess the bill up at all, but that's a way to check that it's never been bent. So we just have two nice examples of a 2013 and a 2013, and just two different serial numbers. So both in really good shape. I probably just got those out of the bank when I was going to the ATM, so they were nice and crisp. Looking at them real quick, there's no pull mark from the counter as it's flipping through on the bottom. Typically it's on the lower right hand corner when it's flipping through the bill on the bottom, and those don't have it. So that's a pretty good shape there. Up next, just a nice example of an old $20 bill from 1985 that was in circulation, so I kept it. Notice here too, it's got a little bit more of the centering on the bottom, so it's an uncentered cut. So I think that's kind of neat. So I went ahead and kept that. It's pretty rare to find those in circulation these days, but when you do, guys, you should be holding on to them. This one I found in circulation. This one's kind of got a different color. It's a little bit greener. It's kind of hard to pick up on the in this light, but it's a 1963A, and this was in circulation. You can tell it had been folded. You can see the crease marker across the middle here, and then down the middle. And so this is folded up, and probably someone just unfolded it when someone probably unfortunately passed away, and they just went to the bank and deposited it, and next thing you know, I got it in some of my change. So I was pretty excited about that one. Here's just another star note, low serial number, Atlanta, Georgia, 2009. This one been around the block, guys, so they're out there. You know, they're being circulated. People are spending them. Always looking for star notes. Up next is just a nice 2009 Benjamin. Oh, but look at that too. Low serial number, so it's still got a 0 in front of the serial number, but it's a repeater of 777. So this is a lucky $100 bill. And it is a little bit damaged on the top here. Doesn't appear, yeah, it's got a fold right in the middle. That's why I kept this one, 777. A lot of people collect repeating numbers, and even better when they're 777. Up next, got another star note, 2009. For whatever reason out here, there's a lot of 2009s. Higher serial number, but it is a star note. Pretty decent shape. Got a little bit of a weird nastiness smudge over there. Nasty money. All right, up next, just got a repeater here for the sequential number, 737, 55, 425, and 424. Crisp, uncirculated, $50 bills. Similar thing, got another $50. I probably went to the bank and was pulling out 50s. So notice this one. This one's not too far down the number there. 737, 57600, and 599. So these were probably printed on the same day. It's kind of cool. 2013. Up next, check it out, Disney dollars. So I recently discovered Disney dollars. These were probably from when my wife and I first got married. We went to Disneyland, and we went in, and back then you can exchange $1 for one Disney dollar. Currency with character. Went ahead and held on to these just because they're kind of neat, just as a memory. But then I went to the Long Beach Expo out in Long Beach. Huge coin and collectible show out in Long Beach 4 times a year. It's coming up here pretty soon. I think February is the first month of this year. Then in June, I'm trying to think of the dates off the top of my head. I don't know. But anyways, I started seeing a lot of people collecting the Disney dollars. And so what I did is I was like, man, I know we have some. So I went and I found them tucked away somewhere. So I went ahead and put them in a nice holders just to kind of keep them really nice. They were in those other ones, but I wanted to do a little bit better. Notice the sequencing that they put in there, that's scattered. So notice how this one goes all the way to the top and this one doesn't. It's just kind of in there. But what's cool about these is when we went in, these are actually sequential numbers. So 561824 and 561825. I don't know if that, they just printed these things out. I mean, talk about making some margins, man. I mean, they print these things for probably what, cents back in the day. They were making a ton of money. So this was in 2008, 80th anniversary. So that must have been the year that we went there. So that wasn't the year we were married. So we just happened to go years later, quite a few years later actually, and picked those up. So anyways, not sure what they're worth. I'll check on that next time I'm in Long Beach to see what people are selling them for. Try to get an idea. Up next, just a couple more going here, guys. It is the 46624, 209, and 210. This is both from the 2013, and just a nice example. There you can see the counter. It's got a little bit of a bend on it there when it was going through the counter. So there's that. Let's see, up next, I got a repeater on the 5. So this is just a longer holder, 4203, 8803, and 04. And these are from 2013. Nothing too special about that. Up next, in a bigger holder on both sides. So here's a bunch of repeaters here and a bunch of repeaters here. So this would have went in sequence. This is going to be 517, 98, 786, 789. And same thing with this one, except I've got 5 bills in here. So this would have been 88206, 051, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these are just bills that I would have gone to the bank and pulled them out, and they were all sequential, and so I went ahead and kept them. They're all from 2013. So there's those. Now let's get into a couple. I got a couple other ones here that are a little bit rare. These are just nice examples of 2009 that I have left here to show you guys, and got a couple more in there, so they're probably just the sequential numbers, if anything. The next ones I want to show you just because they're kind of cool. Let me get these ones out of the way so I can really get these ones in view, because guess what? Just like they did in the Euro back in the day, our bills were a lot larger too. So here is a note. Back in the day, our notes, paper money, used to be backed by silver. This is not a silver, but you can notice that it says gold certificate. So our money was also backed by gold. Now it competes with the dollar. So the interesting thing with this bill here is from 1928. It's a $20 gold certificate. Right there you can see this certificate is legal tender in the amount thereof in payment of all debts and dues, public and private. And here at the top, this certificate that this certifies that there's been a deposit in the treasury of 20 bucks, I'm assuming it was. So you would have been able to go back in the day, the 1920s, late 1920s, roaring 20s. Guess what? We're in the roaring 20s again, guys. Happy 2020. But check out the green of that. Man, that's pretty. Compared to, you know, one from 2009 even. Look at the difference with that. Look at that green. Man, that money is... I just like that. I just like that color ink they used on that. But anyway, so that's kind of a cool bill. It's one of the ones my grandfather gave me before he passed, so I hold this very dearly. From there, we'll go into another one he had given me. This one's another star note. It's in a nice holder. It's a lower serial number, $10 star note. I think this one here is even valued. This is a 1999. I think this one's even valued right around, gosh, was it $100 the last time I looked at it? Maybe $90, something like that, because it's just so crisp, uncirculated. No bends, tears, anything. Nice coloration. Maybe a little bit uneven on the cut, but other than that, this is a really great, great one there. And then from there, the last one I have to show you guys is the last bill in my my paper money collection is this guy. This is a 1923 dollar. Notice at the very top here, upper middle, silver certificate. You can see in comparison for the other bill here. Maybe I'll just grab this bill so you can actually see it. So this is the size of our paper money before. This one I can't even get in the picture even. So you can see it was a lot bigger, a lot wider. Not a whole lot taller, but definitely bigger. This one here says this certifies that this deposit, or there has been deposit of the Treasury of the United States of America. This would have been $1 in silver, so you would have been given this in replacement. And same thing, certificate is receivable for all public and received with, what does it say? Received may be reissued. So something like that. And here's the back. I believe they call these a funny back, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see the back of it here. It's kind of the neat, similar color that you would have seen on these other bills as well. So here's that 20. There's a similar green color that you see in those older bills. So United States of America, $1. And there it is. So that's pretty much my last prized dollar there. So there it is, guys. That is my money collection. Again, Silver Surfer. Thanks for calling me out on that. Checking out the paper money I've gotten pretty much, I'd say most of it this year, and then some of it in the last year. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this first video of 2020. Many to come. Guys, thanks for sticking around. Thank you for all my recent subscribers. Thanks for all my early subscribers. Guess what? I am going to be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We just hit 900. I would bet by the end of the day, we'll hit 940 subscribers to this channel. Thank you again for your support. I will be doing the first 1,000 people that have been part of this channel. I am going to be doing a what people call a GA. I'm going to go ahead and just call it a swag giveaway. So, I'm going to get a collection together. I'll do one more video, so make sure that if you're watching, I get a lot of people that are watching and not subscribing, so I hope you guys like the content. But guess what? To be a part of that first 1,000 subscriber giveaways, you guys have to be subscribed. So I'm going to pull all the names that are people subscribed to me, and I will do a random poll online live when I can actually go live, and we'll do the giveaway live. So definitely hit the subscribe button, be a part of this this group and this collection, and I will catch you guys on the next one.